Everyone makes mistakes, especially when it comes to weight loss. I've made plenty of mistakes while losing almost 120 pounds, and I know exactly how frustrating it can be. So today, I'm breaking down 6 of the most common weight loss mistakes I see, and more importantly, how to fix them. Before we jump in, I'd really like to thank everybody who voted on this topic. If you'd like to help vote on future videos about fitness, weight loss, and living healthier, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll be notified when I post a new video every week, and you'll get the opportunity to vote on topics that I cover in the future. All right, let's get into it. Let's get the easy and obvious one out of the way. The most common weight loss mistake I see almost everybody make, especially at the beginning, is not tracking your calories. Most people will say, I eat pretty healthy, or I don't eat that much. And they're usually underestimating their calories by the hundreds. And that's not because they're lying, it's because they're terrible at guessing. You might think that handful of cashews is 100 calories, and it's closer to 250. A drizzle of oil, a splash of creamer, and it all starts adding up really fast. But here's the thing, tracking isn't about perfection. You're not trying to hit your calorie goal down to the last gram. That's nearly impossible and incredibly unsustainable. Not to mention, you'll just drive yourself nuts. What matters is that you track the same way every time. If you're consistent in how you log your food, even if the numbers aren't perfect, you can still make reliable adjustments over time. So instead of stressing about whether you're getting 2,000 or 2,150 calories, focus on the trends. If you're losing weight too fast, add some food back in. If you're not losing any weight, reduce them a little each week until you start seeing progress. Being perfect doesn't matter as much as being consistent. Focus on awareness first. The accuracy will come with practice. You're doing way too much cardio. When people start a weight loss journey, it's easy to think more cardio means more calories burned, and it just means you're gonna lose weight faster. But that mindset burns you out more than it burns fat. If you're doing an hour of high intensity cardio each day, you're not just burning calories, you're draining your energy, you're hurting your recovery, you're going to increase your hunger tenfold, and that's just not sustainable. Instead, use cardio as a tool to support your goals, not as a punishment. Make strength training your foundation. That's what's going to help you build muscle, shape your body, and keep your metabolism going strong, especially while you're trying to lose weight. Then add moderate intensity, steady state cardio. Work up to about 30 minutes of cardio 3 to 4 times a week. Keep it simple, keep it sustainable. Personally, I prefer incline walking and using the elliptical. It's low impact and easy on the joints, and it's a great opportunity for me to catch up on anime. You don't need to destroy yourself to see progress. The best plan isn't the one that burns the most calories, it's the one that you can stick to. Another common mistake I see is people trying to train too much too soon. You go from doing nothing to training 6 days a week, maybe even 7, because you're excited, you're fired up, you're ready to jump into the gym, and you really want to lose all that weight fast. But when you go from not working out at all to working out 5, 6, 7 days a week, you're going to burn yourself out, you're going to be sore, you're going to be tired, and you're going to lose all your motivation, and you're just going to end up giving up. A solid 3 to 4 workouts a week, done consistently, will always beat an unsustainable 6-day-a-week grind. Pick a structured training split, something that fits your schedule and your experience level. I'm not saying you can't work out 6 days a week. Most people who are just starting out in the gym shouldn't be aiming for that. Track your lifts, aim to train close to failure, and focus on progressive overload. That means adding weight and reps and improving your form over time. When I was losing my first 100 pounds, I was training for powerlifting, benching 4 days a week, squatting and deadlifting twice a week each. It wasn't some curated fat loss program, but it gave me structure and something to work towards other than just chasing a number on the scale. It kept me consistent, and it gave me progress that I could measure. If you've made it this far, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like, and maybe comment below if you think you're making any mistakes on your weight loss journey. Another mistake I see all the time is simply just not moving enough outside of the gym. This is where your NEAT comes in. That's your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's a real fancy way of saying the calories you burn by just living your life. Walking, talking, breathing, pacing around when you're on the phone, cleaning up after your kids. All of that activity adds up. However, most people tend to try to make your lives almost too convenient. We park close, we order everything online, and we barely move unless it's for your workout. If you really want to speed up fat loss, start making your life less convenient. Park further away, take the stairs. Hell, walk to the store when you're craving a snack. And no, that won't ruin your progress. grab a diet soda and a protein bar instead of a Twinkie. Get some fresh air and rack up some extra steps. When I started losing weight, I started going on more walks with my family, especially when my wife was pregnant. We'd walk to the store for some snacks and a diet soda. It was simple and it got us all moving. And it actually made a huge difference. During that pregnancy, my wife, who's a type 1 diabetic, actually lowered her A1C and was probably at her healthiest when she gave birth to our daughter. Those small choices add up, not just for you, but for your entire family. Fat loss doesn't just happen in the gym. It happens when you start living like a more active person. Another huge mistake is falling into the all or nothing mentality. That mindset convinces you if you can't do it perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You're human, you're gonna miss workouts, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna screw up your calories, and that's okay. Being consistent doesn't mean being perfect. It means being regular. Think about it like your job. You go to work consistently, right? But that doesn't mean you go 7 days a week. You have sick days, you have vacation days, and you still get paid, and you still move forward. Fitness works the same way. If you miss a workout, don't start over, just pick it back up the next day. If you mess up a meal, don't spiral, just move on. The goal isn't perfection, it's persistence. Having small, imperfect days will beat the I'll start over on Monday mentality every single time. Consistency doesn't mean every day, it means most days. And finally, maybe the biggest mistake I see of all is being too cautious. If you want to lose weight, you have to be honest with yourself that what you're doing right now isn't working. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel stuck. Being overly cautious keeps you trapped in the same old habit that got you stuck in the first place. You overthink, you hesitate, you plan, but you never actually start. That kind of hesitation feels safe, but what you're actually doing is quietly giving yourself permission to fail. You tell yourself you're being smart or careful, but deep down, you're avoiding the discomfort of change. The truth is, change is uncomfortable. It means facing that you've been doing things wrong and you need to start doing things differently and learn as you go. But that's where progress happens. That's how I've lost over 100 pounds. So stop being so cautious. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for the right plan. Just start doing it. You don't need perfect, you just need action. Staying cautious doesn't protect you. It keeps you stuck. But taking action, that's what changes your life. There you have 6 of the most common weight loss mistakes and exactly how to fix them. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. Thanks for watching, and remember, progress doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being consistent. See you next time.